month of May, Secret People. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Gonna do it. Shake hands.
Yeah, right on.
Alright.
It's beautiful.
Secret People here in San Francisco. So how do you guys come up with the name Secret People, and what does it mean?
We just had like a list of names, basically. Like, I've been in 2 bands with Matt now. We were in a band called Ride On together. I was members of Allegiance and various other Bay Area hardcore bands, and same thing with that band. Like, it's just he had a list of names, and that was just the one that they picked. And this, I think, it was the same thing for this band. We just had a list of names, and then we had a show, right? And then we were just like,
we need a name.
We needed a name for the flyer, so it was just like, well, let's pick the only one that isn't already a band
That's
name
exactly
that we can think of.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, I don't know, kind of caught our eye, and we're just like, well, no other band has that name that we know of, so go with it.
The 7-inch cover has a whole bunch of masks on it. Does that have to do with the name Secret People and people wearing masks, or is that just a drawing?
Kind of, yeah. My girlfriend actually did the art for that, and we were, of course, in very Secret People fashion, just being very lazy about getting the cover done. So she's an artist, so we kind of just said, will you do something for us? And she came up with that idea and ran it by all of us, and we liked it, and I think it came out really cool.
Cool. Alright, how long have you guys been a band?
A long time, like 2009?
Yeah.
Or 2008, I guess?
2008.
Late 2008, roughly. Like, it was me, Matt, and Phil, and this guy. Phil was our old drummer. And Phil, Matt, and I were in Ride On together, and that band kind of, we did all that we can do, so we were just like, well, we want to start like a more straightforward, like, just hardcore band. I don't know, try to do something else. And then this guy filled in for Ride On like our last string of shows that we did out of town, and so we basically just took that lineup, because the other bass player, Ride On, was doing his own thing, and you know, we knew Clark and wanted to do a band with him, so that's how that got started. And just had a few practices, and you know, very sporadically, just whenever we could practice, really. So we were paying to rent a space like hourly, so it's just, and we all didn't live in San Francisco at the time, so it's just whenever we could. And got a couple songs down, and we had shows before we even had a proper recording, so I don't know, we've been playing
When did we record the demo?
Oh man,
That was when I lived at 52.
Yeah.
2009, 2010.
Yeah, like, we were a band for like at least a year before we even had a recording.
Yeah.
And we had a bunch of songs, we just like I said, just really didn't have a lot, we didn't practice a lot, took our time, so.
So I'm curious, how is it that you guys have been a band from the area for so long? I've been in bands from this area for so long, yet we didn't cross paths until pretty recently. Is that selectively my band's playing with more punk, crusty, gross people, and you guys are playing selectively with cleaner, hardcore people?
No, I feel like it's maybe just where we came from.
Yeah, I mean, just like a lot of our early shows were just like our friends' bands or friends of ours that were booking shows that had bands that we were, you know, in cahoots with and whatnot. That were on tour from out of town, and so a lot of our early shows were like with people that we knew, just to get established and, you know, just get to play shows, and we just took whatever we could get, and then we were just like, well, we're kind of tired of playing to this crowd, like, you know, let's branch out and just see like what else is out there. And I mean, we knew about those other shows, and we could have, you know, probably pursued them a lot sooner, but we just, you know, like he was saying, true secret people fashion, just try to wait for things to happen. That's not the way to do things. So
The punks found us.
yeah, the punks found us, thank God. So yeah, we definitely been trying to play as many diverse shows as we can, you know, as long as we're offered. Yeah.
Have you guys been on a tour, and if not, are you planning on doing one?
We did a weekend in Southern California. That's the extent of our out-of-town trips. And right now we're working on our LP. We're going to Sound and Fury at the end of July, which is down in LA. So other than that, we don't really have any immediate plans. But yeah, we definitely want to. It's just a matter of schedules. We're all fucking busy and all have crazy shit going on. But I think we'll definitely get something going sometime.
Yeah,
maybe.
We want to go up north. You know, we know a lot of people up in the Northwest, Seattle.
Fly up the East Coast, do a week over
Yeah.
there. That's hopefully what will be next.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have someone lined up to put out your LP for you, or are you going to think about that after you record it?
I mean,
we put out our 7-inch with Max on Downsided Records, and Max is awesome. He does tons of shows. That's also who we played with, because Max Montez just does fucking tons of hardcore shows, so he would just, like, I'm in another band, and Dante's been in other bands, and we've done shows with Max, so he just kind of, anything he throws up there for us, we definitely would just take.
I think that must be why we don't play together
Yeah.
as much, because whenever Max contests us, we're busy for some reason.
Right.
And we actually joke about it, because he's given
funny.
us hundreds of show offers, and we always be like, sorry, Max, we can't do it.
Yeah. So that's where all the shows come from, yeah.
did he book that off show you guys played?
No, that was
Matt Cotty.
That was Matt Cotty and Sky Cycle logo.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Whenever Max books like a crazy good hardcore band, we always just pester him, and he's like, sorry guys, you're not
Well,
alright, so how many members of your band are straight edge?
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4.
Yeah.
Who writes most of the band's lyrics?
Scones. The singer.
The singer.
Yeah.
Alright. Can't ask that next question.
Yeah, you can. We'll tell you.
Yeah, we'll tell you.
Okay.
Ask anything.
Yeah.
What was he inspired by to write the song Consider This? Did it have to do with being straight edge and how people accuse edgers of being preachy?
What's that song? The Midtown.
Yeah, I don't know the lyrics. I mean, like...
It's the last one on the 7-inch. It's
Yeah.
about, these words aren't to live your life by...
I think he was just writing, from what I remember him talking about, it's just like, I don't even know if it was based solely in straight edge, but just people looking up to like him for like answers and thinking that just because you're the singer, just because you're in your band, you're better and you know something that someone who goes to shows doesn't, but really it's just like, fuck, I'm just a dude, you know, so if I'm thinking of the right song.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like I said...
I'll speak for him. That's what he
I
means.
haven't seen the lyrics. I loosely remember them, but
That's what it means.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much his attitude towards everything. You know, he's just like, he's an older guy. Like, he's older than a lot of people that probably go to our shows. So I can imagine how he feels, and you know, I'm sure he's been pursued via email and just never said anything to us about people asking him about the lyrics or asking him about this or that, and him just being like, you know, I'm just like you. Like, I don't know anything more than you do. So you know, don't come to me for answers about anything that you think that I know about.
That'd be awesome if someone like sent him an email.
Please
Hey
tell
man, I
me.
like your band. What should I do about this
Yeah.
problem I
I
have?
mean, I would. He's a noble man.
He's very noble.
He's a know-it-all.
The noble singer. Do you draw influences from more current bands or past bands, and any in particular?
I mean, when we started, like I said, we just wanted to be just straightforward, just stripped down hardcore. You know, I was listening to a lot of SSD You know, just a lot of the Boston and DC hardcore from the 80s, and, you know, pretty much started just trying to write stuff like that, and then, like, kind of just got more, like, I was like, well, I kind of want to write some, like, stuff that's a little more fun to play, as far as, like, doing some guitar work and stuff, so that's where, like, some of our more intricate stuff comes from, just wanting to try different things, and, you know, not be playing the same song structures and four chords or whatever people like to say. But yeah, that's basically where our sound came from. And what would you say now? I mean, we're kind of writing stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all secret people, that's for sure. But you know, we have a new drummer now, and he's into some other stuff. Like, you know, we all like metal and stuff like that. We're not writing any metal songs, that's for sure. But you know, we're just trying to mix it up and try to just challenge ourselves and do new things.
What is the next release going to be like, and when can we expect it?
Hopefully in August.
Yeah, we're recording the weekend of the 19th of August.
Are you doing it with Jack Shirley?
Yeah, as of right now we are, so unless anyone wants to record us for the same price.
Or
Jack's
free.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, or free.
If anyone wants to do it for free, then yes.
Yes.
That's as awesome as Jack, but I don't think it will be.
Yeah, Jack's really awesome to record with. He pretty much can, anything you ask him to do, he can do it. And it's a fair price. You know, he's an honest guy. I'm sure everyone in the Bay Area that's recorded with him can attest to that.
Jack's the man. We recorded with him.
Yeah,
it was the first
yeah.
time I've been hella happy with the recording.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had like a proper studio experience. You know, everything I've ever done has just been rushed. Like, we recorded our 7-inch in one day.
8 songs.
8 songs in one day.
Yeah.
So, you know, for only having one day is pretty awesome. I'd say.
Jack's the man.
Yeah.
He like told us to go get burgers, and they mixed their 7-inch while we were gone. We came back, and it was like ready.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of burgers, are any of you guys vegans in the band?
I'm vegetarian. Everyone
Vegetarian.
else eats whatever they want.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd eat dog if I could.
Just kidding. What is it like being straight edge and living in San Francisco?
Probably just like being straight edge and living anywhere else. I mean, I have friends that aren't straight edge. We have friends that are. I mean, it's just the people you surround yourself with. So it's cool, man. I don't know.
What about the underground music scene in San Francisco? Has always kind of been known for drugs. Even in the 80s, it was more heavy on the drugs, less on the straight edge. Does that affect you at all, or you just...
Not really. I mean, we're not doing it for anyone else. You know, it's just like, it's a personal choice. I mean, we have nothing against people that want to do that or say that that's what inspires them to write music or whatever, you know. It's, I mean, we're not a straight edge band, so, you know, this doesn't really have an effect on the band whatsoever. I mean, Sco's might write some lyrics that, you know, it might be, you know, this is a straight edge song, is that a straight edge song, but I don't think he's ever sought out to write a straight edge song. He was in a straight edge band before called Some Still Believe, and I think he's kind of beyond writing music like that, so, I mean, he still loves it, loves that kind of stuff, but I'd say that he's kind of written enough straight edge songs in his life, so he's kind of moved on from that.
That's what it seems like in the Secret People 7-inch. It's like, it's not straight edge songs, but it's from someone who like sees things more clearly.
Yeah.
They talk more.
Like I said, he's an older
realistically
guy,
about-
man. He's been out on the block a few times, and he's dabbled, you know, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah.
I always love Scone's lyrics.
Yeah.
They're always pretty straightforward, but like real. I don't know.
He put some thought into it.
Yeah.
You know, they might be, like he said, straightforward and, you know, easy to decipher, but, you know,
he always comes with a cool angle, like
yeah,
the shit he talks about, I think.
I'll modify this one to ask it. Okay, so you guys have a song called Reality that is about hating reality TV. I was going to ask your singer if he was forced to participate in one reality TV show, which one would it be? But instead I'll just ask you guys,
Cool.
Does reality TV affect you in the same way? Does it bother you, or do you guys enjoy watching the Jersey Shore?
I don't care either way. Like, some of those shows bum me out. You know, just, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure so much of that is scripted, so it's really, you have to take
it really is.
You have to take it all with the, you know, grain of salt, but, you know, just the fact that there's people out there willing to do that kind of stuff for money is kind of a bummer. Yeah. So I wouldn't say I hate reality TV. It's just like, you know, I hate people that choices like that is a bummer. So, you know.
And just the fact that it's on TV.
Yeah, the rest of the world's just like laughing at us, basically, probably.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, have you guys bought your tickets to go see Uther today yet?
I'm seeing them in Chaos and Teos.
It won't sell out.
So I have my ticket for that. If they blow me away, then I will try to come see them again. But it's shortly after I'll see them. So, you know, if I'm not feeling like going to a show, then I won't be bummed because I just saw them in Austin. So, but I mean, I've seen some videos of them recently, and some are really bad and some are really awesome. So I guess it just depends on how they play and what songs they play.
What do you guys think of the older 80s bands who are now forming reunion shows and playing now that there's a little bit more attention towards them?
Yeah, I think it's weird, but I understand it. I don't know. I mean, who am I to say what's good for them or what they should and shouldn't do as a band? I mean, some of them I'm really stoked on, and some of them I just think are, I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, some of them I could do without. You know, like, it's cool that you were a band 20 years ago, but no one really needs to be reminded of that. But then there's also bands, you know, like Youth Today, of course, and, you know, John Joseph's doing his things with the Cro-Mags. It's not, you know, a real Cro-Mags lineup, but it's probably the best. It's probably better than the Cro-Mags, I'd say. I mean, Craig from Sick of All is a great bass player, and, you know, AJ from Leeway is a great guitar player. You know, Mackey's there. He's a good drummer. I enjoyed it the couple times I've seen him in that lineup. So
Definitely.
I saw him with Harley a long time ago, you know, in the early 2000s, and it just wasn't that great. Like, that guy has a bad attitude. So, I mean, I think that's the only 80s bands I've really seen that have gone back together.
Played instead.
Instead, yeah, they were cool.
Yeah.
But they just kind of played. It wasn't like they were doing a reunion, and like they've done like some shows before, like that were more recent, and I don't know, it just felt like they were just playing. It didn't feel like a reunion. It just felt like, oh, we're gonna play a show, we're gonna play a week of shows or whatever. So, whereas like Youth of Today coming back, just, you know, they try to draw a lot of attention to it, and which is fine. But it's just, that definitely feels more like a reunion, I guess.
What do you guys think of the Bay Area hardcore and punk scene as compared to other scenes that you've experienced or played with?
Well, I feel like all scenes go through waves, you know, up and down, really awesome and really, you know, not as awesome. I don't know, I think there's a lot of good bands in the Bay Area, a lot of good bands. Sometimes it feels like it's a little divided, and like you're saying, you know, Zero Progress and Secret People play shows forever, and we both were bands forever. There's definitely a lot of bands here that I love and that are really great. Sometimes shows aren't so hot, but sometimes they're great. I don't know. It's. I think every scene has its ups and downs. So I definitely think the Bay Area is a good place for music, though, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, things were really good for a while in the early part of the 2000s, and you know, so I think a lot of people were just kind of not being as proactive as they could have been. You know, us we're a perfect example of that. So, I mean, just it's up to the bands to really make things happen. I mean, people like Max Montez, and you know, you put shows on, and I know you guys do a lot too. So it's just like people like that kind of keep it going. So, you know, just people need to step up and, you know, just be a little more proactive and not wait for things to happen. It's just gotta. I don't know what was going on a couple years ago. Just everything kind of just was a lot easier, it seemed like, but I mean, there's now people are still just trying to make things happen, so that's really important, and you know, those people need to be recognized. So it's definitely good that you know, there's interviews with people like us that are we can sing their praise.
All right, where can people buy a record and where can they listen to it? Probably should ask that the other way around. Where can people listen to your record, and if they like it, where can they buy it?
Do you listen to it anywhere on the internet?
We had a band camp.
Do it.
Well, we set one up, but we never put anything on it. I don't know. He was in
Can't
charge
quite
of
listen
that.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like set one up, and then it wouldn't let me set one up with the
Okay,
guys
so
I
I
wanted to
used
use,
it.
and it was because he already used it, and
But
so,
I haven't set it up yet.
but he hasn't set it up.
You can listen to us at when we play a show.
Or on our blog, we
Yeah,
have
we
a
got some
download,
tracks.
like a free download link.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's some tracks on there. I mean, if you just asked any of us or emailed us, I'm sure we would just.
What is that, like secretpeople.blogspot.com?
Yeah.
Secret People HC,
Secret
I
People
believe.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And then the email is the same, secretpeoplehc@gmail.com.
Yeah.
email us.
Yeah, if you hit us up and
Love
you're just
mail.
like, just want to hear the record, you know, don't
We'll
have
send
a
it
lot
to
of
you.
money, we'll just send it. We don't, at this point,
This
we don't
question
really
for
care.
the singer, what should I do?
Yeah,
This
yeah. We'll have to weed through all those emails.
Yeah, yeah.